Welcome back to the Gentleman's Gazette. In today's video, we discuss chinos and khakis, what colors to buy, what to avoid, how to wear them, the history, and anything else you wanted to know about this classic wardrobe staple. So, first of all, what's a khaki? What's a chino, and what's the difference between them? In a nutshell, khakis are khaki-colored cotton twill pants, as you can see here. Chinos are a bit dressier than khakis, and they come in other colors, such as navy, sand, Nantucket red, or baby blue. Today, the two terms are often used interchangeably, even though there are slight differences. We'll discuss them in this video. First off, let's talk about the history of the khaki pants. Just like many other items in men's wardrobe, such as madras, seersucker, or jodhpurs, the khakis have an Indian heritage. In 1848, the Corps of Guides wore it as part of their uniform in India. By the 19th century, the British military had realized that their scarlet red uniforms looked really great, but it also made them easily visible for their enemies, and so they realized it was time for a change. The uniforms also soiled very easily, whereas the dust-colored pants of the Indian uniforms never looked dirty. The word khaki is derived from Hindi and means as much as dust-colored or soil-colored, which explains the perfect name for the khaki pants. For that same reason, khaki pants today are still within the spectrum of dust and sand-colored, never anything else. Enamored with the looks of khaki pants, the British military adopted it as part of the uniform for the Mahdist War and the Second World War. For more history about khaki pants and chinos and how they made their way from India over Britain to the US, please check out our in-depth guide here. Today, chinos and khakis are one of the most popular men's pants on the planet because they've been adopted by many companies as their standard dress code, which falls in between super casual and formal. So now let's take a closer look at the hallmarks of khaki pants. First of all, they come as flat front styles and pleated styles. There is no right or wrong, it simply depends on what your legs look like. If you have thin legs, flat front may look very pleasing, whereas if you have bigger thighs, a pleated khaki gives you more room and is more comfortable and looks better. Typically, khaki is made from a cotton twill material, and it's very sturdy and a very tight weave, so it's not very breathable. It's very popular with big companies such as Target or Best Buy, and they usually mix polyester or other artificial fibers to the cotton to make them more sturdy. If you want to wear them as dress pants or as casual pants, I suggest to stick with 100% cotton. It'll be more comfortable on your skin and you'll sweat less. Khakis are a great alternative to wool dress pants, especially in the summer. And because it's usually a heavier material, they don't wrinkle as much as regular cotton. Traditionally, they always have belt loops and never suspender buttons, and they're very easy to take care of. You don't have to bring them to a dry cleaner, you can just launder them in your washing machine. They match really well with polo shirts, either a long sleeve or short sleeve. You can wear them with dress shirts such as button-down collared shirts, even regular dress shirts that you wear unbuttoned, but you can even pair a tie with them and a blazer. Right now, I'm wearing chinos with a navy jacket, an ascot, and a pocket square, which makes for a perfect business casual outfit in more relaxed environments. If you want to learn more about the business casual dress code, please check out our in-depth guide here. Now let's talk about chinos. The name chino is derived from China, which is where the pants were made really popular. Ultimately, they were a little dressier than khakis, but today they're basically the same thing, and most people use one word or the other. The big difference with chinos is the color variety. As you can see here, chinos come in different colors: navy, light blue, Nantucket red, or sand. And you can even add light pastel colors in green or yellow. They sometimes also come as the go-to-hell pants, and if you want to learn more about a specific style that has its origins in the prep culture, please check out this guide. Chinos have belt loops, a zip fly, can have pleats, and usually have cuffs. Of course, you don't need turn-ups or cuffs, and sometimes they come without them. Personally, I like them because they add a little more weight, and it means the pants fall more nicely, and drape more beautifully. Most chinos come with either just a 1-inch or 1.5-inch cuff. Personally, I think that's not enough, and I prefer a 2-inch cuff. Now, some may think that's not classic, but if you look back at the 30s, the 40s, 50s, and 60s, that's actually what men wore, and sometimes the cuffs were even bigger. If you want larger cuffs and you cannot find the pants, simply get a longer pair and then use the excess material to have your alterations tailor creative turn-ups. One thing that's often confused as khakis or chinos are the so-called cargo pants. Especially in the IT field, many men wear these cargo pants with patch pockets on the knee and on the side, and they think those are chinos and khakis and appropriate for office wear. But in fact, they're not. They're good for construction workers where functionality is key and you need a lot of pockets to store your stuff. But in an office environment, you're simply wrong. Of course, many brands today use the terms khakis or chinos as part of their brand name, and so you can find denim chinos or corduroy chinos, but technically they're not chinos or khakis. They're just something else renamed. So last but not least, how should you wear and combine khakis and chinos? Personally, I love to wear them in a more casual setting with boat shoes, without socks, and a polo shirt. However, you can also wear them with a dress shirt, always wear a belt, ideally some brown shoes, and in terms of style, I would say a derby, a monk, a loafer, or even a pair of boots work really well. You should avoid black, especially with khaki tones, because it clashes, even though it creates a contrast. If you want something darker, go with a dark brown or burgundy oxblood red shoe color. In terms of shirt fabrics, you can go with solids, you can pair it with Bengal stripes, which are wider stripes, finer stripes, small checks, just the way I'm wearing them right now, or even tattersall shirts. You can also wear Oxford cloth, which is great because of the two-tone look of the fabric, and it works well with khakis because they share the casual nature of the garment. You can wear it with a necktie, ideally a more casual necktie, such as a knit tie or a grenadine, shantung or bourrette, but you can also go with bow ties to make it more colorful. Maybe not in a business casual setting, in a board meeting, but in any other situations or at the country club. When you want a business casual outfit, colors to stick with are sand, khakis, maybe light gray. Avoid navy if you wear a blazer because the colors won't be identical and it will clash. You always want a certain amount of contrast. Colors like Nantucket red or baby blue are not really suited for the office and are better for the beach, garden parties, and summer events. Another color with a military heritage is olive green. I personally like it a lot during fall because it works well with autumn colors. However, for the office, I think it's not quite suited. So if you want to learn more about khakis and chinos, please check out our in-depth guide on our website here. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and these videos will come right to your inbox.